Why Korea's food factories shock the world. After you see their production process, you'll understand why. This is a kimchi factory in South Korea. Workers pour whole cabbages onto a conveyor belt. The machine cuts them evenly in half. Then the next worker removes the leaves from the surface of the cabbage. Next comes the dehydrating process. The conveyor belt transports the cabbages to a large steel tank. Then, a worker operates a machine and squeezes the cabbages. As the worker opens the valve, the brine goes into the tank where the cabbages are kept. After about a day of salting and dewatering, the cabbage is taken out and put on a conveyor belt. And then it goes to the workers for inspection. They cut off the roots and the bad parts of the cabbages and carefully inspect the cabbage. Then it's put back on the conveyor belt, pouring the cabbages into a sink to be cleaned and sterilized. The cabbage is continuously rinsed by water jets on the sink. Washing is done 4 times in a cycle, and the 5th time, it will be washed manually by the workers. Next, there will be a final process. All the cabbages will once again enter the worker's station. They'll do a final inspection and selection. The processed cabbages will go through a metal detector. This step is to prevent any metal from falling into the previous process. Finally, all the cabbages are put together neatly. At the next stage, the workers start to make the seasoning. They'll be using a lot of radishes. First, the radishes are poured into a sink and washed. The radishes will be rinsed again to get rid of the dirt on the surface. Then the workers put them in a peeler to remove the skin. Where the machine can't handle it, the workers will do it manually. Once the radishes are processed, they are soaked in fresh water. The worker puts the radish into the machine to make shredded radish. Then the cleaned onion, garlic, ginger, and other seasonings are added. In a large container, the ingredients were mixed well. Pour in a certain percentage of broth and various seasonings. After a period of mixing, the sauce is ready. Then comes the manual spreading stage. The worker spreads the sauce evenly on the cabbage. Every inch of the cabbage has to be coated. The coated cabbages will be put on the assembly line. At the end of the line, the workers will put the cabbage into plastic bags. They will be packed and labeled, and then the kimchi will be sold to the customers. What do you think of such a factory?